Hello, bestie. Welcome to this week's bonus episode. I told you in last episode we felt terrible for abandoning you last week, so we're giving you a bonus little Sunday episode. Maybe you can do it to your Sunday deep clean, or maybe you're hungover in bed. We hope we can be of some sort of comfort to you on a Sunday. Like, how fun. Extra Sunday episode. So today we thought we were talking about this on our walk last night, and I didn't think we were actually going to do it, but to be honest, we couldn't think of anything to really talk about on the episode today.
And it has to be special because it's bonus.
Yeah, it has to be special because it's bonus. So we are going to read our journal entries to you. Mine are from when I was a freshman in college and was like literally going through it. And I told you all about that in like an episode prior. So I made this online journal because I was so scared of someone finding my journal, and like I didn't want anyone to read these entries, and now I am bringing them online 8 years later. So yeah, it's gonna be a little dark on my side.
Mine unfortunately are from this year, but that is because the only journal that I have is the one from this year.
Yeah,
like that's in LA. So mine are much more recent, but
that'll be a fun little two perspectives. So yeah. I think we're just gonna go back and forth and get into it, and don't judge our journal entries because this is a safe space. It's just me and you, and yeah,
if you know anyone in the journal entries, don't bring it up.
Yeah, and just keep this on the low, please. I mean, seriously,
this is a very special episode.
Yeah, I'd have to this is just between
Secret
you
episode.
and us, so keep it on the low. Okay, like I said, secret between you and me. I did not think this journal entry was ever going to see the light of day, and I'm so tempted to redact parts, but I'm just going to read the whole thing, except I will be changing names because I just feel like that's a little too far.
I'm just going to say blank.
Yeah, okay. This one is from Monday, April 18th, 2016, and today's the 24th, so this is almost exactly 8 years ago today. I titled it New Start. Oh God. Okay, here we go. This is I've never even read these to you. This makes me really uncomfortable. I'm not even joking. I feel very vulnerable to the point where I don't even want you to hear those. It's a bit uncomfortable. Okay. But no judgment. Safe space. Yeah, it's just the three of us chatting, listening. Okay, here we go. New Start. I downloaded this because it's an app, by the way, as I said. I downloaded this because having a journal gives me anxiety, and hopefully this will be more secure. I plan on shredding all the pages in the journal. Hopefully this is truly, truly private. Things have been crazy. This last weekend was literally the worst weekend I've ever had in my freshman year experience. I knew Thursday was bound for disaster the second it started because blank, the man I was speaking to, drank a 750 of vodka in 30 seconds, and he gets awful when he gets drunk. By the way, that's the kind of school I went to. That is not normal to drink a 750 milliliter of vodka.
Not
it was
normal.
I remember this day. It was a day where the boys were having a contest to see who could chug a bottle of vodka the fastest, and that would literally kill you unless they threw up after. But if they hadn't thrown up, that would kill you. That's not normal. Anyway, we actually had a pretty good time together the whole night until I heard him on the phone with his friend. He was looking for a girl. We ended up seeing her at a party, and they were hanging out, and I guess they hooked up, and of course I took that hard. Basically, to fill you in, this is a guy who I was seeing my freshman year of college until he tried to end things with me, but I basically was I own up to this was my bad. I mean, he was a little toxic too, but if anyone was toxic, this was me, because he tried to end things with me, and he once told me he just wanted his life back, but he kept hooking up with me. But anyway. Okay, just to fill you in a little bit. I literally had a huge meltdown. I still have no idea what happened because no one told me, because blank told me blank told her that he and her didn't hook up, but I don't know who to believe. Would he really lie to me to cause that much drama? I highly doubt it. Friday was no better. We day drank, and I spent the whole day moping and crying. I texted him so sad all day, and he kind of made me feel better, and we decided to be friends and make everything work. And we went out. I saw her at Big Blue. That was one of the party houses. But she was only there for a second. I met this kid, who graduated 2 years ago, and I kind of tried to force myself to like him for the weekend. I slept in bed with him Friday night, but we literally didn't touch or cuddle or anything. But we joked around a little bit and it was fun. Of course, when I woke up coming down hard from coke, I texted him a million times and ruined everything. I saw him that night when I went to buy another bag, and he was pissed at me. Of course. He told me basically to get away from him because of our huge fight earlier about him putting my clothes outside of his room. I just don't understand why he would do that. He probably did that because he didn't like me. And he probably didn't want my clothes in his room anymore. Anyway, I just don't understand why he would do that. Then I got super effed up that night and crazy coked out and convinced myself I was having a heart attack per usual. Then came Sunday. It was beautiful out and I had a pretty great day. Everyone was getting along. Him and I had a long talk and I apologized and we made up and got a clean slate. When he was leaving the party, I was kind of bummed and sitting on Blank's porch, but he called out the car window and asked if I was coming. I was surprised. Then he and I snuck away to the Ritz, which is not actually the Ritz. It was like the name of a party house, which I thought would be a great idea. This is where it gets really effed up. Basically, that girl was there, and of course I didn't want to be in the same room as them. I told him it bothered me, and he said that it was a one-time thing, and I was like, don't you think she's weird? Because she is. And I was like, you're not going to do it again, right? And he was like, yeah, unless she comes on to me, then I don't know. Then they were sitting next to each other, and I was going crazy, so I pulled him outside and started bawling. He was like, it's been 4 months, you can do way better than me, blah, blah, blah. He's getting so tired of me. Then Blank and his friend Blank, I think, showed up, and they had lean. Blank was nauseous. Now that I think back to it, deaf sick from something else. So while we were sitting outside, he talked to me, and I told him I was sad about Blank. They had lean that night, and he was talking to me about it, and I was like, it's probably really Blank. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, maybe. Then he was like, yeah, I can give you something since you're sad. I said, okay. I tell myself I thought he was giving me lean, but I know deep down I knew we were talking about Blank. I didn't think this is a lot. The plan was to go for a drive. Me and him were waiting for him to be ready, and Blank handed me a bag and told me not to tell anyone. It was really good stuff from Connecticut for free. Having it in my hand was freaky. I started shaking and basically went to him right away. He started screaming at me and made me give it to him, and he threw it away, thank God. But he made a huge scene. And what's really irking me is that he told the girl what was going on when she asked, like, F you. Then I asked if I could stay over, and he started getting so annoyed, and I followed him around, and we were screaming at each other, and he was punching walls. He finally said, do you want to get out of here? And I was like, yes, and we left. He screamed at how much of an idiot I was the whole way back and was saying the most ignorant stuff about how I was never addicted to anything because I only snorted it and I probably never OD'd, and how I don't care about my family and everyone thinks I'm a drug addict. Then it was like a switch went off. We went inside and he was being the normal joking self he is when everything's fine. We went to bed and he slammed me against the wall and started making out with me. We hooked up for a while and gave each other lessons on how to give each other better head, and I realized I've been giving blowjobs the wrong way, because when he told me how to do it, he told me it was the best blowjob he's ever gotten. He told me we'd have morning sex, but obviously we didn't. Today was weird. He refused to talk to me. Last night he told me he wanted his life back. I'll never forget that. So I think I need to leave him alone. I don't need him and we're not meant to be. I need to get that through my head. I watched this video on YouTube today, LOL, and she said to not say you need to get over them because you'll find reasons why you can't or shouldn't, which is so true. You need to say you want to. I want to. I'm tired of being sad. I'm also going to take a break from coke. It's effing with my emotions and stability. I'm going to go home for a few days tomorrow and I can't wait. I might have MRSA. I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow, so hopefully I don't. It feels good to get everything out. I'm going to start living a healthy lifestyle. If I can pass up Blank, I can quit coke and I can get over him. Blank said a lot of effed up things to me last night, but I'll attach the screenshots later. Here's some motivation for myself, ... And then I attached a photo that said, you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Great advice. Yeah, wow. That is like stuff I've never shared with you before. So no judgment zone.
No judgment zone.
Yeah. Okay.
Quite the first entry.
Yeah, it was a long entry. Sorry.
I'd say mine are quite short.
Well, maybe you read 2 or something, or do you still want to go back to back?
We can go back to back.
Okay. Up to you.
Okay. I guess we don't unpack. We just go right in. It's just like, this is just like
I think
poems.
we don't unpack.
Yeah,
we just
read them.
I think it's fun.
I want to be happy. I want romance. My partner for life. I want to be madly in love with me. Went on a date that was friend vibes, so that threw me off. I'm not lonely. I have Vita. but I'm not happy living life to the fullest. What will make me happy? Honestly, I am not sure, but I am trying. When you want to give up, give it another year.
I love that.
Someone told me that before I moved to LA, and they said, when you want to give up, give it another year.
That's great advice.
I know, and I actually said that
really
to
love
myself
that
multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't want life to go by and not be happy. There is no point. I am broken, but together. I cannot cry. My brain goes numb. No tears left to cry after Dad. But not happy in WeHo. Happy at beach. Move to Venice? Maybe.
That's the cutest end. How
each
cute.
one is a line, by the way.
What was the date of that?
June 2nd, 2023. And I even wrote, not happy in WeHo, happy at beach, move to Venice. Maybe.
That's so cute.
Here
we are in
I
Venice.
guess that's kind of manifestation.
That's like unbelievable. Oh yeah, by the way, we live in Venice. We've been like not telling people.
Oh, sorry.
No, we now are telling people. Yeah, we live in Venice.
That we do. And I'm a lot happier.
I feel like everyone knows, so yeah.
Yeah.
And this is just between the three of us, so like,
true.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right. Sorry, that my first journal entry was the longest. I don't think the others are that long. Okay. Yeah, this one's shorter. I titled this one just F. I'm really not in the mood to be at this school anymore. I want to go home in all capital letters. I can't find my effing keys anywhere, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go home. I want my parents in my bed. I'm going crazy here. OMG, I like him way too much. It's driving me crazy. I can't take it. Seeing videos and pics of him and knowing I can't have him is making me feel sick. It's not getting better or easier. It's getting worse and harder. Update from today, ... I don't have MRSA. Was going to go home but ended up coming back because my mom didn't want me coming home if I did have MRSA, and neither did I. I have literally never met ruder doctors in my life. So me. I told him I was there and he freaked out and blew up my phone, and I told him it wasn't for MRSA even though it was. He's got to care a little if he asks a million times why I was at the hospital. Or maybe he was just nervous because if I had MRSA, he did too, because when I texted him back and told him it wasn't because of MRSA and that I was fine, he didn't reply, and I know he's up because I saw a Snapchat of him smoking weed. Whatever. I got a Xanax for tomorrow and I can't wait. I'm not going to do coke for a while, but a Xanax does sound very nice. I'll go to the gym first and only have 1 or 2 drinks. Hopefully I don't do anything too dumb. I'm so nervous about my effing grades too. I don't want my parents to be disappointed in me, and I want to have a successful life. This was April 19th, 2016, and that's when I went on like a 2-week Xanax bender that ended with me having to leave school and finish it online. So this was the start of the
so positive there.
Yeah, I know. Aw. I did have a success. I am having a successful life, and my parents aren't disappointed in me.
August 5th, 2023. Saturday, 4:15 p.m. Sick in bed. July. What a month. The best I have had in a long time. I am back in LA and not working, and it has finally caught up to me. I'm sick. I need to spend this time getting my life in LA back together. July was pure magic. I need to save to go back for Labor Day. I'll wear the Sadie dress by Realization Par, my Helsa heels, and red lip oil and steal his heart. I fell in love this July. I haven't fully fallen, but I haven't been this close in so long. I want blank so badly. He wants me too. We stargazed and kissed and nuzzled noses. He held my hand on the beach and squeezed it. I felt so whole with him. I crave that feeling. He kissed me on his porch at 9 a.m., holding me in his arms, not a care in the world. He said, I really like you. I will hold on to that feeling forever. He kissed me at the beach everywhere. I am scared to sleep with him. I told him because I feel like it will be so intense I will never forget him, ever. I want him to be my husband. I pray he comes to California and gives us a chance of a life together. Life is too short not to follow love, but we haven't called it love yet. Someday, heart.
Wow, very deep.
Yeah, clearly that has passed. That ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed.
But it was an in the moment entry, you know?
Yeah, love it. This is just Thursday, 4/21/2016, 2 days after I began my Xanax bender. I don't remember anything that happened yesterday / last night. Hopefully I didn't do anything embarrassing. ... Xanax. That was the whole entry.
I love that one. Do you want to do one more? My next one's very short.
Sure. Yeah, well then do yours. Yeah.
This might be my last, but 12/4, realization. I have realized in this moment that I have completely lost myself. I don't love anything I do. I need to lead with love again. I am lost. I want to find myself.
Aww. And you did. You really did.
Yeah.
This is 4/23. This is 3 or 4 days into the Xanax bender that led to me leaving my school. Went home tonight. Thursday, I don't remember anything really. We all went to Secret Beach, like literally the whole school was there. I got super drunk, then Blank and I drove to Blank to get money for a bag. I changed, we all drank on his roof, blah, blah, blah. Don't remember much, but important facts are: number one, Blank and Blank both said that Blank did not even kiss him or sleep in the same bed as him or anything. Who to believe? Obviously, I'd like to believe them. Blank said she asked to F him, and we went to her house for a second, and she did ask him to come in her room, so now I'm all stressed out about that. Number three, bought another bag, did it in one line with 4 people, got so effed up. And I had the best sex. We only stopped to take cigarette breaks pretty much. It was awesome. He also whispered I love you to me, I'm pretty sure, like super quietly. Who knows? I told him today that he said effed up stuff, but I won't tell him what. We also went to Blank's at 4 a.m. and they were so mean to me. Of course Blank was throwing herself on him. She blocked my number, by the way. But anyways, Jay was so freaked out by how vicious they were being to me. He found my friend and made her come over, which was really a sweetheart move. Blank didn't really know how to handle it. I cried when we got back to his house because of it, and he gave me some hummus and joked with me. Super nervous about the girl thing. She needs to get back together with her ex. We have 2 more weeks left. I want to be the only one hooking up with him for the rest of the semester. He's going away next semester. I'm so sad, but I know it will be good for me. I'm also so nervous about my grades. Why do I love him so much? Oh, also, girl number 3. They were talking shit about me again last night. I got so mad, and she texted him saying I'm an angel to her in front of him, but when we're alone, I'm a bitch to her. Excuse me? I don't even know you. Then, in all capital letters, just want to be happy and free. It's college, Callie. Apparently, my birth control causes depression and anxiety, which would make so much sense. I want it out. XOXO. I think probably more the thing that was causing depression and anxiety was doing coke every day for a year. These get darker and darker until they stop, so just go through those. Monday, 4/25/2016. Don't remember anything these past few days except I got a concussion and fucked insert random man's name. Okay.
I love that one.
Okay, this is May 7th, 2016, about 2 weeks into my Xanax bender. I'm going to redact parts of this for now, and maybe we'll get deeper into it on another day, but I'll just start right now. He called an ambulance, ... The dean made me call my parents and tell them, so I took a ton of Xanax, went to his, and passed out. Woke up at 10:30 to all the girls getting me because my parents were looking for me. They found out about all the drugs I've been doing. It's been 5 days, I think. Missing snowboard formal right now. Love him more than ever. Prescribed Prozac and therapy every week. Thank God I have an extension on finals and hopefully getting into a semester abroad program in Hawaii. Can't think, I'm so depressed. I want to get happy. Just got off the phone with my friend. She told me him and this girl made out. What the fuck is going on? I hate everything. Praying I get into the Hawaii program. Everyone went to a party at Blank's, including my friend. Is so fake, I can't do it. 5/19/2016. I haven't done drugs for almost a month, I think. My head is a lot clearer. I don't even want to type about how shitty my last night at was, but I guess I should get it out. Blank was being all joking and nice with me, and I thought everything was fine. Then he switched to completely hating me and hooked up with that girl. Okay, now I never have to think about that again. Goodbye, new entry. This is actually very sweet. This is where it ends. Sunday, August 28th, 2016. Titled Smiley Face. This is a great ending. Everything is so much different now. Reading those past journal entries literally makes me feel sick. The Prozac has really helped. I've passed up coke pretty much all summer. I have no desire to do it anymore. And whenever I'm offered it, I just think about my grandpa watching down on me, and then I really don't want to do it. I officially transferred schools. I'm leaving for Boston tomorrow to start my life at Suffolk with Celia. I'm so happy. That's really sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That was a crazy app. I mean, hopefully you enjoyed our journal entries. Just between the 3 of us, I don't want,
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Can't agree more.
This episode's going to make me cringe.
Hope you enjoy.
But all's to say, things get better. Like, holy hell, I was so depressed and like so not okay, and now like I haven't done drugs in 8 years, 9 years, and I
graduated. Like a character.
I know, literally. I graduated from law school. I'm very much over that guy, and I mean, everything's like, we're living in LA together. Like, everything's just okay.
Yeah, and mine were just from the past year because I don't have any of my earlier journals, which were much deeper. But even just this past year, so much.
It was a hard year for you. It was a hard year for both of us, but it was a hard year for you.
Hard year for both of us, but not the hardest I've had by any means.
All right, it's confession time. Let's do one of your confessions. And if you want to send a confession in for next week's episode, you can send it to confessionswithease@gmail.com. Since it's a bonus episode, I'm just going to do a short confession, but this is a wild short confession, and I love this confession, bestie. Senior year of high school, my sneaky link was a 33-year-old man. I was 17 and I met him on Hinge. I would lie to my parents and say I babysat a family in that neighborhood, but in reality, I would go get groomed by a grown man every weekend.
That's wild.
It ended when I went to college.
That's the end?
Yeah. That's wild,
get
bestie.
Things off your chest.
Yeah.
This is what the confessions
that
are
is
for.
what the confessions are for. That is, I mean, look.
That is, yeah. Isn't that double 17, 34?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. He was 17 when you were born. Look, yeah. I mean, don't want to say we've all been there, but yeah, I mean, that is, wow. Well, hope you're okay now, bestie. And love you, and thank you for sharing, and I hope you enjoyed this little bonus episode, and we will see you next week.